Welcome back to the channel, everyone. I am here at the Highland Park Disc Golf Course in St. Paul, Minnesota to bring you a really fun challenge video. I'm going to be tackling this 18-hole course with 5 classic discs from Discraft's past. Some of these are still in production, most are out of production and have been for a long time. So let's go ahead and take a look at the different discs that we're going to be using for this challenge. In the putter slot, we are using the iconic Magnet. For mid-ranges, we're going to be using Blast from the Past, the MRV, and also the MRX. And a huge shout out to Jim Lay for donating this MRX for the video. Also for drivers, we have the Xpress, and then also the regular Avenger. Huge shout out to my buddy Charlie at Disc Golf Etc. for the sweet die. I'll put a link to his Facebook page in the description so you can take a look at the other great dies that he does. So hole 1 is very straightforward. It starts a little downhill and then a little uphill to finish, about 235. Righties, it is just a perfect, easy, straight shot with a slight hyzer. I opt for the Avenger on a little bit of just a straight forehand. I love this little late flex that it gets, but unfortunately it did kind of hit the base of that tree, which really stopped any forward momentum on the skip, but still left me with a really manageable first putt. It's definitely great to start with a birdie because besides the Avenger, I really have no experience with any of these discs. Now on to hole 2, which is just a mirror image of hole 1. It's a little bit longer at 256 and slightly uphill, but again, it's just a shot basket to the right, so a little bit better for us lefty. I normally throw just a straight buzz at it, and I heard the MRV is like the buzz, so I decided to give it a go. That shot thrown nose up, and it clips that tree, which really stops any of its forward momentum. It still gives me, though, this kind of long look for the 2. And unfortunately, can't connect with it, but it leaves me a very short putt for my par, which luckily I don't miss. Now for the very unique hole 3. As a righty, you want to throw a hyzer flip very, very low down this very steep hill, hit at the base of the hill and let it skip up to the basket. Same thing for a lefty, but you want to do it as kind of a forehand flex. So for this, I'm actually opting for the Avenger, hoping that if I throw it on a flex line, it's not going to go into the woods on the right. Out of my hand, I didn't think I put enough on it, but it flattened out beautifully. You can see it just hit and skip. I was so happy with how that shot was executed. Could not have played it any better. This is a really big bonus too. Hole 4 is definitely a must get. It is 187 feet right up a hill. Just throw a putter straight at it or go up and over this bush on the left hand side. I figured this is a perfect opportunity to see what the Magnet could do. Out of the hand, I thought I turned this thing over a little bit too much, but to my surprise, the Magnet had a little more stability than I thought and held a really nice straight line and giving me that really easy 2 look. Hole 5 is yet another one that feels like you have to get it. It's right there at the very top of this really steep hill, 148 feet straight up that hill, but it's so deceptive. I have seen many shots come up short and unfortunately roll all the way back down the hill. So I'm once again leaning on the Magnet and trying to throw the exact same shot that I did on hole 4. Luckily, I just missed that branch, and it gives me a nice look for the 2. So hole 6 is the longest hole on this shorter front 9, and there are 2 possible routes. You can either take this nice gentle right to left hyzer route, or as you saw, you could take a forehand flex line around the early trees. I decided to opt for that flex line to the left, being a lefty, and I thought this would be a great opportunity to see what the Xpress could do. Unfortunately, I threw it a few feet too low and didn't give it enough to flex its way back. I still managed to have a look at the basket, but unfortunately not used to using the Magnet on jump shots, and I ended up fluttering the putt. But with the round I have going, a par's not bad. Now for hole 7, you just want to throw something straight at the basket at 236 feet. The only danger on this hole is those trees on the left, and then this late tree on the right just outside the circle. Since I knew I could hang something out wide to the left, I decided for the MRX just to see how overstable this could be. Whew! Just left that a little bit too wide, Missed that tree though and ended up in a great position to get that too. I can definitely say I was really surprised by the stability of the MRX. Hole 8, 222 feet, low ceiling and plays very much uphill. The play is take a mid-range or a fairway driver and use that hill as a backstop and just crash it in low underneath the basket and just let it skip right up. So I thought this was a great opportunity to redeem myself with the MRV. Unfortunately, I throw this about 5 feet too high, but I think I got a really lucky kick there right next to the basket. This round really couldn't be going much better. Now for hole 9, 247 feet playing uphill. I love the use of elevation on the course. I think it's a really underrated aspect that this course uses to perfection. You want to throw something high enough that's going to make it over all these short pines and these tiny little bushes and trees. The wind was starting to pick up at this point, so I decided to opt for the forehand with the overstable Avenger. I really am growing to love the Avenger. It is so nice and overstable, but also workable, that I have a lot of trust that it will come back even on shots like that. It's great to end the front 9 with a birdie because the back 9 is considerably longer. So that is all for the front 9, but I will have the back 9 up shortly. Thank you again to Charlie at Disc Golf Etc. for providing the sweet dye job, and a huge shout out to Riverside Pro Shop and Discraft for the continued support. Alright everyone, thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I hope to see all of you on the back 9.